welcome back, and I'm going to talk to you about my March TBR, which is also essentially just me reading all of my Kindle Unlimited until my membership is over in about 2 weeks. Yeah, so I need to be saving a lot of money because life is just expensive. I've canceled quite a bit of things. Canceled Netflix, canceled Spotify, just little things here and there because self-employed, disabled, the consistent income and work just isn't there. Unfortunately, that also includes my Kindle Unlimited for the time being. I tried to cancel that, but Amazon, of course, is like, hey, we'll give you 1 more month, so you'll hopefully stay with us. So I took it because it was free, but it's still gotta go for right now, especially because I have all of this on my bookshelves to get through. And I'm a very short walk away from the library, so myself that I would be going through all my Kindle Unlimited as much as possible until the middle of March. I'd have to check exactly when it's supposed to be over. I also said I would stop checking out library books until the next 2 weeks. Unfortunately, some of my holds are now available, so the 3 books that I have on my March TBR once I pick them up from the library in about 2 days. Funny Feelings by Tara DeWitt. I saw this at Target. I was very intrigued because the cover was cute, and on the back it says that there's a deaf character. I believe it is the main guy's daughter. That's part of my job, reading the deaf characters, watching things with deaf characters, and seeing how well things are written, who the role was given to. This is the book, so that's a bit different. So I found it at the library, put it on hold, and that shall be picked up very soon. Secondly, we have The Housemaid's Secret, which I will probably, I don't know which video is gonna come up first, but I just did a review, I just filmed it, on The Housemaid, which I'll tell you right now, I liked. It took me a minute to like it, but I liked it enough to decide that I wanted to read the second one. I kind of kicked myself in the butt there because I knew that it was going to be ready very soon, but I decided to put it on hold anyway. And then the third one is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I forgot to say that this is The Housemaid, written by Frida McFadden. No relation to Mal McFadden from One Tree Hill. But The Book Lovers by Emily Henry, I actually almost bought this at Target a couple of days ago because Target has been trying to get me with the spend $25 on TikTok books and get $5 off. Me needing to save money, I didn't want to buy books at full price, especially since I've never read them before and I'm a bit pickier with my books. Almost all but like at least 5, no more than 5, are bought at full price. So I don't want to be buying books at full price unless I know I will really like it or I have already read it and I do like it. I finally put it down and then I thought, let me go check it out at the library. I think I thought of this a couple hours later, and lo and behold, it was essentially available. I was like maybe third in line or something, and now that's waiting for me to be picked up. Those are going to be picked up and part of my TBR, although I'm probably going to put those last in reading because I need to get to my Kindle. Let's go through what's on my Kindle. Chances are I'm going to DNF stuff that's in my Kindle Unlimited right now because I'm probably not going to like it. I've already DNF'd 2 books that were on my Kindle Unlimited. One of them being The Silent Patient because it just didn't go the way that I thought it was going to go and I had no hope. So I just read the Spark Notes. And the second one being something from Dean Koontz. I can't remember. So on my TBR, and actually I've already started it, Haunting Adeline and Hunting Adeline coming right after. I am kind of anti-dark romance because I don't think it's written properly, and all it does is it's gonna give readers a false sense of how kink is supposed to be. I don't think any of these TikTok authors are able to write dark romance in the proper way. You can write about dark things and all of that, but people really like to confuse CNC with just straight up the opposite of that. You know, the illegal act, the illegal crime against people. And this is a popular book with that. And I am just trying to figure out why people are getting so wet and spiced and hot over somebody who enjoys committing crimes, very personal and traumatic crimes, violating somebody. and it's not CNC kink. I'm just trying to understand why. And I'm on chapter 6. I'm already annoyed. I'm trying to do a reading vlog for it, but I don't know how to film those very well, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this. I will not force myself to finish it. I am team DNF a book if it does not work for you. And then we have the Lost and Found series, all 5 books. So Whispers of You, Echoes of You, Glimmers of You, Shadows of You, and Ashes of You. I don't know, it seemed good when I read it on Kindle Unlimited summary on Amazon, so I thought I'd give that a try, especially because after the cat and mouse duet, I'm probably gonna need something. I mean, this is probably gonna be somewhat traumatic one way or another, but at least it's hopefully not dark romance. Antarctica Station by A.G. Riddle. I'm not sure what that is. Is this like a sci-fi? I can't remember, but I think it's a woman who is trying to prove that she can do her job, so she's going down to Antarctica for something. Ask for Andrea. This is going to be interesting because I think this has to do with 3 women or 3 young girls, teenagers maybe, who were killed by this man, and now they're kind of haunting him in hopes that they can make him stop doing that to other people. So I don't know, that seemed interesting. The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros. If I'm correct, she has written Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, right, which are also on my TBR, but that line is long. I'm number 305 in line for Fourth Wing, but I heard so many people loved The Last Letter, and they cried over it. It was emotional, it was dramatic, so I'm curious, and we'll give that a go. I also had Den of Vipers on here. Also, I think it's a dark romance. I'm not sure how it is compared to the cat and mouse duet, but Spicy TikTok Facebook group was all over it. I actually eventually left that group because it got too dangerous for me. I couldn't handle people putting themselves in danger. I mean, they're just reading books, but I couldn't deal with the fact that they're consuming this and then in their minds I'm afraid of what's gonna happen. So I'm like, I couldn't anymore. Pen Pal, I know people lost their shit over Pen Pal. The Mindfuck series. Am I such a hypocrite? I am. This is for research purposes, alright? I don't think the Mindfuck series is any better. This is only the first one in the series because I couldn't get all of it because I didn't have any more room. This is only 132 pages? Okay, I should put that high on the reading list because if I can get through that really quick, I can get through the series very quick. Lotus is on here. I don't remember what that's about, but it looks pretty. And Guilty Pleasure, which absolutely 100% positive is super spicy. I don't recall it being dark romance of any kind, just super kinky, which is up my alley. That's essentially on my TBR right now. We whittled it down, got 2 out of it, 2 returned since I originally had this list. So I guess anything that I put on here would just be the rest of the Mindfuck series if I have any interest whatsoever after reading the first one. Also, let me just say, if dark romance is your thing, if the cat and mouse duet is your thing, more power to you. I'm not telling you what to read or what not to read. I just have a concern that it's not doing any good for the mental health of people and their knowledge or lack thereof of what kink and stuff is actually supposed to be, because that can be very dangerous, and obviously we don't want that to happen. We don't want bad things to happen. We don't want people to start to engage in that type of thing and they do it wrong, all because like they think the way that stuff is written here is the way that it's supposed to go. We have that issue with the mainstream industry of that type, which I'm not against that work. I'm not against sex work. I'm just saying, know exactly what you're consuming and what it's going to do for you, what it could do for you. Because I mentioned this in a YouTube short where I was reading Stranded and reviewing Stranded. The CNC, the consensual non-consent, was totally up my alley and I was really enjoying it until there was a moment where it was ruined and it no longer turned into, or it no longer was CNC, but the author kept writing it off as if it was, but it absolutely wasn't. It was the exact opposite. And so that's on my TBR. Honestly, all of this shelf, all of these books on these shelves could also technically be part of the March. Also, I might happen to change my mind, but so far, that's on the list. Don't be afraid to switch books out if you're not feeling it. DNF a book, return it. You don't have to finish it, or you can come back later if you want to. Let me know in the comments what's on your March TBR. Let me know if you've read any of the books that I'm going to be reading. I know probably a lot of people have read The Housemaid's Secret, and I think some people, actually I think only one person said that they weren't into continuing the series. Or maybe that was about A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I can't remember. For more book stuff, book reviews, book club, I don't know. I'm still working out what kind of perks I want to add on to that, which if you have any suggestions, you might follow other people that have a Patreon like I do. And if you support anyone on Patreon, what perks attract you? So maybe that's something that I could put down, and then if you want to consider becoming a member, I'd love to have you. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. So close to the 300 subscriber goal that I have before getting to the 500. Thank you for taking the time any day to watch this video. I very much appreciate it. Happy reading, and I will see you later.